Welcome to Enly Self Study. In this video, I'll be explaining few important questions from inverse trigonometric functions. So I have selected 4 questions and I'll show you how to solve. The first question is cot inverse xy plus 1 whole divided by x minus y plus cot inverse yz plus 1 by y minus z plus cot inverse zx plus 1 divided by z minus x equal to 0, and the condition is given 0 less than or equal to xy, yz and zx less than 1. Now we are going to make use of the formula tan x is equal to cot inverse 1 by x. So here cot inverse xy plus 1 by x minus y can be written as tan inverse x minus y by xy plus 1. And the second term also we are going to use the same formula, that is tan inverse y minus z by yz plus 1. And the third term is also tan inverse minus tan inverse z minus x by zx plus 1. Now, in the next step, we are again making use of another formula, which is tan inverse x minus y by 1 plus xy is tan inverse x minus tan inverse y. So when you apply this formula, all the 3 terms we can see you can write as tan inverse x minus tan inverse y. Second term will become tan inverse y minus tan inverse z, and the third term will become tan inverse z minus tan inverse x. Now we can see tan inverse x and minus tan inverse x will become cancel. Minus tan inverse y and plus tan inverse y will also get cancelled. And minus tan inverse z and plus tan inverse z also will get cancelled. And finally the answer will become 0. Here comes the second question. If tan inverse x the whole square plus cot inverse x the whole square equal to 5 pi square by 8, then find x. So we can take tan inverse x as k, so that the equation will reduce to k square plus, and also here what we have done is instead of cot inverse x we have taken pi by 2 minus tan inverse x. So k square plus pi by 2 minus tan inverse x the whole square equal to 5 pi square by 8. Now if you take 8 from the right hand side to the left hand side, you can multiply with 8. So 8 into k square plus pi by 2 minus k the whole square equal to 5 pi square. Now we can do something. We can expand pi by 2 minus k the whole square using the identity a minus b the whole square, that is a square minus 2ab plus b square. So here it will be pi by 2 the whole square minus 2 into pi by 2 into k. So 2 cancel, you will get minus pi k plus k square equal to 5 pi square. Now we are going to multiply 8. So 8 into k square plus 8 into the terms inside the bracket is pi square by 4 minus pi k plus k square, and take 5 pi square to the left hand side so that we can equate to 0. Now we can do some simplification. 8k square plus 8 into pi square by 4 will become 2 pi square minus 8 into pi k plus 8k square minus 5 pi square equal to 0. Now 8k square plus 8k square will become 16k square. Then we have minus 8 pi k, and then 2 pi square minus 5 pi square will become minus 3 pi square equal to 0. So this is like a quadratic equation. So we can use the quadratic formula x is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac whole divided by 2a. And here in place of b we have minus 8 pi, then a is 16, c is minus 3 pi square. So when you substitute, we can see that 8 pi plus or minus inside the root it will be 256 pi square, and you know that root of 256 pi square is 16 pi, and now you will get 8 pi plus 16 pi by 32, and 8 pi minus 16 pi by 32 is the second value. So when you reduce, when you simplify, 24 by 32 will become 3 by 4, and 3 by 4 pi, and the other value will become minus 5 by 4. So tan inverse x, k is tan inverse x. So we can write tan inverse x is equal to 3 pi by 4 comma minus pi by 4. So what is x? X is tan 3 by 4 or tan minus pi by 4. And we know that the value of tan 3 pi by 4 and minus tan pi by 4 is 1. So that is why we have written x is equal to minus 1. Third question is, prove that 2 tan inverse 1 by 5 plus sec inverse 5 root 2 divided by 7 plus 2 tan inverse 1 by 8 equal to 5 by 4. So we'll do 1 by 1. First we'll do 2 tan inverse 1 by 5. Here we can directly apply the formula because 2 tan inverse x is equal to tan inverse 2x by 1 minus x square, and here in place of x you have 1 by 5. Just substitute in the value tan inverse 2 into 1 by 5 divided by 1 minus 1 by 5 the whole square. On simplification we can see that it reduces to tan inverse 5 by 12. Now take the second term. Let us take sec inverse 5 root 2 by 7 as x. So sec x will be equal to 5 root 2 by 7. So tan x will be equal to root of sec square x minus 1. So we can substitute the value of sec x. So 5 root 2 by 7 the whole square minus 1 will give you 1 by 7. So we will get the x value as tan inverse 1 by 7. So here we know that all the other two terms are in terms of tan inverse, and that is why we are trying to make use of the formula in order to change sec inverse into tan inverse. So now the third term, that is 2 tan inverse 1 by 8, we can write as tan inverse 2 into 1 by 8 by 1 minus 1 by 8 the whole square, using the equation 2 tan inverse x is equal to tan inverse 2x by 1 minus x square. And upon simplification we can see that it reduces to tan inverse 16 by 63. Now all the three terms are in terms of tan inverse. And now we can do something. Take the second and third term, that is 1 by 7 and tan inverse 16 by 63, so that we can make use of the equation tan inverse x plus tan inverse y equal to tan inverse x plus y divided by 1 minus xy, where x we can take as 1 by 7 and y equal to 16 by 63. And upon simplification we can see that it reduces to tan inverse 7 by 17. So now we have tan inverse 5 by 12 plus tan inverse 7 by 17. Again we'll use the same equation, that is tan inverse x plus tan inverse y equal to tan inverse x plus y divided by 1 minus xy. And upon simplification we will get tan inverse 169 by 169. So it will become tan inverse 1. And you know that tan inverse 1 is equal to 5 by 4. Here comes the fourth question. Prove that sine inverse 8 by 17 plus sine inverse 3 by 5 equal to cos inverse 36 by 85. So we'll take sine inverse 8 by 17 as x. So sine x will be equal to 8 by 17. And using the trigonometric identity, we can easily find the value of cos x, because cos x is equal to root of 1 minus sine square x. And upon simplification, we will get cos x as 15 by 17. Similarly, take sine inverse 3 by 5 as y. So sine y equal to 3 by 5. Using the same trigonometric identity, we will get cos y equal to 4 by 5. And since the answer is in terms of cos, we can make use of the formula cos x plus y, that is cos x cos y minus sin x sin y, and we know all the values. Cos x is 15 by 17 into cos y, that is 4 by 5, minus sin x is 8 by 17 into sin y, that is 3 by 5. Upon simplification we are getting 36 by 85. So we are getting cos x plus y is equal to 36 by 85. So x plus y equal to cos inverse 36 by 85.